Can a harmless error still overturn a court decision? Imagine sitting in a courtroom, listening to a trial, and suddenly hearing a mistake that seems minor. You might wonder, could that tiny slip change everything? Well, in the world of courts, not all errors lead to a new trial or a reversal. Some mistakes are called harmless errors. These are errors made by the judge that do not affect the outcome of the case or the rights of the parties involved. For example, if a judge admits a piece of evidence that was technically not allowed but the evidence was overwhelming against the defendant, that mistake is usually considered harmless. During the appeals process, courts carefully examine whether an error was harmless or prejudicial. Prejudicial errors are serious enough to have influenced the verdict or the judgment. If an error is found to have had no real impact on the case, the appellate court will typically leave the original decision intact. They use specific tests to decide this. One common test asks if there is any reasonable chance that the error affected the outcome. If the answer is no, then the error is harmless. But if the error might have influenced the jury or the judge, then it is considered prejudicial. In that case, the court might reverse the decision or order a new trial. The party appealing the case has the burden of proving that the error was harmful and affected their rights. If they cannot show this, the court will usually uphold the original ruling. This process helps keep trials efficient and fair. It prevents endless retrials over small mistakes that did not change the result. However, it also ensures that errors which could have impacted justice are not ignored. So, even if a mistake seems minor, courts will look closely to see if it really mattered. If it did, then a harmless error can still lead to the decision being overturned or a new trial being granted. In summary, most harmless errors do not overturn court decisions. But if an error is shown to have influenced the case, then it can definitely lead to a different outcome during the appeals process.